guys, what's up? Welcome to FlavoredVivid. For those of you guys new here, my name is Carissa. The way that I do my readings is intuitively. I like to start off in your etheric energy, ground it down to the physical with some general messages. I pull a spread on your finances and career. I pull a spread on your love life, and then I close it out with spirit guide messages. With that mouthful said, Cancer babies, you guys are playing small and I don't get it. You have multiple cards that talk about it. So you have the Four of Pentacles, which is a card of like holding back and holding on way too significantly. And then you have the Elf Queen that also talks about it. I'm going to read what the Elf Queen says, but first I'm going to give you your channeled message. It is not your responsibility to carry the burdens and projections of others. You are not here to be a container for what someone else refuses to process or heal within themselves. When people project their pain, insecurities, or unresolved wounds onto you, it says more about their internal state than it ever will about your worth. You do not need to make yourself smaller, quieter, or more accommodating to ease someone else's discomfort within their own reflection. Just because someone hands you their emotional baggage does not mean that you are obligated to carry it. Compassion does not require self-sacrifice, and empathy does not mean abandonment of self. And love, real love, does not come with a demand that you bleed for another person's healing. You are allowed to lay down what was never yours to hold. You are allowed to say, "This is not mine," and walk away without guilt. Let me emphasize that part. And walk away without guilt. Okay? Your peace, your clarity, and your boundaries are sacred. Protect them. Let people own their shadows. Let them do the work. You have your own path to walk. And it's not your job to bend under the weight of someone else's avoidance. Title of your reading. That is not strength. That is self-betrayal. And you owe yourself more than that. Right now you're learning a lesson here. You have been bending under the weight of other people's avoidance. Okay, of another's avoidance here, and showing up here. Yes, they're not giving you credit where it's due. They secretly like envy you in some sort of way, but that doesn't mean to play small to make yourself more palpable. If they don't know how to chew, let them choke. That's not your responsibility to make sure that they know how to chew. Okay, the Elf Queen is card number 13, which traditionally is a death card in tarot. Okay. The death card represents transformation. It's time to transform, to alchemize this energy. The death card is 8th house energy. 8th housers have this, maybe you have an 8th house, maybe a Scorpio in your chart or something like that. You don't have to. Maybe this is transiting your chart in some sort of way. All right. Maybe it's just a lesson that you're learning right now. However this plays out here, 8th housers have a way of carrying other people's unconscious burdens. They are alchemical mirrors by gravity, okay? And right now, you're dealing with a lot of projections from a lot of different people, and these people don't have the gravity to understand you. They don't have the consciousness to understand you. Mars and Cancer in the 8th house. Oof, yeah, that's heavy. Very heavy. So the Elf Queen is introverted, burden, and responsibility. You're taking on more responsibilities. You're feeling like a burden, and it's making you introverted when you're not meant to be introverted right now. This is not a time for introspection. You're doing nothing wrong, okay? And a Grand Water Trine Queens. I have a Grand Water Trine in my chart too. And let me tell you, it sucks. It sucks, all right? You have responsibilities that have accumulated to the point that you no longer feel free. You have dimmed your own bright light, and the world longs for you to shine once again. One by one, I ask you to take these burdens, anything that feels heavy, whose energy does not come from love but from fear, any demands and expectations that no longer meet your needs, and release them with love. There is no rejection in this gesture. It is simply time to reestablish your own personal boundaries. You may even be carrying burdens that rightly belong to other people. Please release these now. Without this clearing, you may well feel that you are carrying too much on your own shoulders and are unable to see the path ahead of you. As you release, the beginnings of the sweet and tender freedoms that are your birthright will make themselves known to you. You are now free to love and care for others more effectively, as you will be acting out of love, not forcing yourself. If you clearly ask for support, other people will love and support you in all that you do. And again, if they don't love and support you in all that they do, and it comes under these like stipulations, reevaluate if they're genuinely your people. Okay? You are an ascended master in the flesh. Now, that doesn't mean spiritually bypass. I mean, oh my gosh, I'm better than everyone. Suckers. No, it's not about that, okay? Ascended Master in the flesh means you've done this before in previous lifetimes. You've mastered this energy already. That means that you have all the tools and resources to master it again. But this time it's going to be on a deeper level of the spiral of life. You're going in for the center of the Cinnabon, okay? We all know that that's the best part, which means that once you master this here, right now, in this lifetime, as the human experience that you're currently experiencing, it's going to be a sweeter reward. It's going to be greater of a reward. But you've done this before. So tap into that primordial, that infinite intelligence that is already your birthright. Tap into the fact that you have been here, you've done this, you've already conquered this, which means it shouldn't be as challenging as it is. But the reason it is as challenging as it is because now you're a different sign. And in the last lifetime, you were a different sign. Confirmation from the thunder, okay? The universe is like, yo, cleanse. You know what I did today? Well, yesterday I went to the beach. I love the ocean. I love cleansing in the ocean. Today, though, it's been thundering and raining all day. I went outside and I literally like slowly undressed in the rain. I don't know what it was. Why I did it? I really don't. I think a part of me wanted to cleanse, right? And just like release the burdens, the weight of like clothing and just everything. And I just stood there in the rain and I let it pour down onto me. And I just did it by myself. I walked back in and my wife was like, what was that about? I was like, no idea. I just felt inclined to do that. So there's something here about cleansing, all right? Very, very strongly here. And releasing. Storms represent a release. Like, think about it. There's always like a beautiful day right after the storm, right? Passes through, okay? And there's something here about a beautiful day after the storm cleanses you. Use storm water to cleanse. Maybe work with storm water. In Italian culture, we work with stormwater very, very, very closely. It's something that I work with very closely, and I use it for cleansing. I use it in a lot of different of my rituals and my workings and everything, basically everything, scrying, etc. So maybe stormwater may be significant to you in some sort of way. Okay, you have opportunities that are coming in. However, there may be some blocked chakras because you need to take back control in your life. The blocked chakra that I could see would be like your heart chakra if you're playing small. You're not being your authentic self because you're afraid to be. Your crown chakra may be blocked because of the energy of you like overthinking and taking on responsibility that is not your own. Or even your throat chakra. I keep reaching for my throat. Maybe you're feeling stifled and like, I can't say or do anything right, or I can't speak my truth. It's just not accepted. Maybe there's something that you want to say or you want to talk about and you feel like you don't have the right resources or tools or individuals around you to speak on these things, okay? Maybe you feel stifled in that way, or somebody, is saying, no, you're too sensitive, you're too this, you're not that, whatever it is. So that's kind of what I'm getting here. Let's go ahead and shuffle live though, all right, and see what we've got live on camera. With all of that said, messages please for my Cancerian collective. What do they need to know? Ooh, Ragnarok, destruction, ending, and final moment. This is a fierce card, fierce energy. Very fierce, okay? Card number 11. Use my last resources to start over here. And now I get that, Brittany. By the way, I did get your text message, but obviously I'm like going live and stuff like that. So while I'm in my zone, I do this. I'll text you after that, and I do promise to get back to you. I didn't open your message, but I did see that you messaged. Okay. It says, there must be an ending and it must come soon. You have stood between the forces of destruction for some time, believing that To hold on and maintain what is seeking to end has been the strong and right thing to do. But when this card comes, it is Ragnarok, the end of the world. And while this card can speak of earth changes and cataclysms that begin with the sea and the land and the sky, it's more truly about the end of a time in your life. Because a cycle is nearing, not only with completion, it must end for a new beginning which awaits you to be given the space that it needs to enter and flourish. Everything has its time and every tree must fall. Please know that you are neither weak nor are you a failure for letting this ending happen. Holding on is taking up all of your energy and it's draining you. When the finality you are hoping to avoid will actually bring you renewal, truth, and a raw primal moment when you can become your true self again. Cease exhausting yourself by holding on to what is already over. You cannot stop what seems to be destruction, but you can ready yourself to face what must be faced and to go through the hard time that will soon come, but will bring you so much richness and so many opportunities. Let go, friend, and cease your quiet suffering. Howl, lift the sky with your cries of pain, but then sleep and know you will return with a spirit daring, strong, and reborn. Baby, it's time to raise fucking hell, okay? Let out the heathens. Essentially, call all of your power back. And if that means, if you standing in your power, speaking your truth, and being in your authenticity means that you lose connections with certain individuals, okay, or people in your life, screw them. They don't deserve to be a part of you in the entirety of your experience. And not everyone is meant to be here for a lifetime. Some people come in for seasons to kind of teach you, to show you like, hey, I'm not in alignment with this as much as I really thought that I was, to show you that you've grown or to show you that you need to grow. You know, there's so many different ways that it can show up in your life. I feel like this has to do with people. I don't know why I'm getting that. It has to do with people. All right. So let's go ahead and see what else we have here. So again, it's time for destruction, a final moment, and you standing in your power like you so rightfully deserve because you've been carrying things for other people that you do not deserve to carry. All right, it's time to put an end to playing small. Destroy being small. Destroy being palpable. Destroy the need for somebody else's validation of you. You don't need their validation. You're wonderful. You're worthy on your own. And if they can't see that, that's their loss. Okay? Message, please. Okay, some of you guys need to take a social media break. Your words are spells. Change your inner narrative. Messages, please. And go clean and organize your home. Your home is an extension of your energy. Somebody is projecting energies onto you, and baby, you are carrying them. You're working them like they are a next season fucking Prada bag. Baby, no. Drop it. Drop it. It's not even designer, okay? And it doesn't give you a badge of honor. It's not noble of you. It's not. It shows people that they can take advantage of you. It shows people that you don't have this respect that you claim that you do, and they can step all over you. And that's not fair to you. That is not just. That is not balanced. And you're giving your power away. Let's go ahead and clarify all of this. Tell me about take a social media break. Some of you guys are going through like a bit of a social media break because it is in the recent past section of this. Okay, right away we got 7 of Wands. Yeah, you're trying to protect your peace. Okay, I get that. 6 of Wands in reverse. You're not posting right now. All right, some of you guys could have like gotten rid of certain social media apps or whatever it is. Okay. You're aware of something though. Yep, 10 of Pentacles here. You're really focused on like your money, your home, your alignment, your family right now. You're protecting your money, your legacy. Ace of Cups, because there's a lot of hatred and ego being projected onto you, and you're aware of it. You can feel it. So you were right to take a social media break. If you have not already taken a social media break, take your social media break. Get off social media. There's a lot of opinions going around right now. I forget the current planets. I just looked at them because I was like, why is all this drama like surfacing? Not for me. But like on the internet, like on TikTok, there's like huge lesbian drama, and then there's drama with like everybody wants to be seen and heard right now. I think it's like Mercury is in like Leo right now or something like that. So it's like people want to be seen, they want to be heard, you know. So it's like people are going out of their way to like make these huge scope of everything. But then it's gonna like move into Cancer, and then it's like everyone's gonna be like protecting my peace. You know what I mean? Like, bitch, after being that loud, no. And that's what it is. And so you're kind of ahead of the game. It's like you're this like, maybe you're the type of individual where you feel energies before they actually happen, which just goes that to show that you are a way shower. Okay, we tend to kind of experience things before the collective experiences them, and that's so that you know how to assist others and how to navigate these experiences. Maybe that's not for all of you guys, but that's okay. Take it as it resonates, all right? Tell me about your words or spells. Change your inner narrative. 5 of Cups, babies. And the Hermit card in the reverse. You know better. You know better. You know better. Okay? Do better. I love you, but do better. Come on. You're allowing like depression, anxiety, etc. everything creep up. You're believing your own thoughts and your emotions right now. Stop identifying with your emotions. You are not a failure. You are not lazy. You are not worthless. You are none of these things. Okay? Yeah, Strength card. And it's like you're having this struggle, this internal struggle here. And it's creating a narrative that's like not in alignment. So you'd be like, oh, I'm not abundant and nobody ever wants to support me and I'm unlovable, or I always have to protect myself because I come across everybody in this world as fake, you know? Your experiences are valid, but you identifying with your emotions is not doing you a service at all. Okay? Tell me about this. 5 of Swords. Yeah. You have this inner conflict right now. You really do. 2 of Cups here and the 10 of Swords. For some of you guys, it's brought on by like a partner or a partnership, okay? A friendship here. There's someone significant around you, like you're carrying the weight of this. A friendship for some of you guys, it's by a friendship. It's like somebody's projecting this energy onto you. Top of the deck here, 6 of Swords, and you're having a hard time letting go of this. You're having a hard time letting go of somebody's words, somebody's opinion of you, and it's distorting your reality. And your words are spells. They are. We can curse ourselves every single day. So for example, when you look in the mirror and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so fat. This outfit doesn't look good on me. And you rip it off. You're making yourself fat. You are. You're making, your body's like, what? Fat? Bet. Okay, let's accumulate more weight. Don't do that to yourself. Instead, I want you to look at yourself and be like, I have the skinniest waist. People can't even see me. People don't even see me when I walk by, okay? Like, they don't even know where my waist is, right? I am so healthy. I'm thriving. I'm abundant. I'm loved and adored. People see me for the wisdom that I have and the experiences that I've walked and now teach from. You know, it's like, say those things. Use affirmations if necessary here. Tell me about go clean and organize. Tell me about go clean and organize. Your home is an extension of your energy. Some of you guys need a deep clean, okay? A deep clean. Your windows, your floorboards, your drawers. Every fucking home and has a junk drawer. Every home does. I'm a very, very organized person and I have a junk drawer, okay? And it looks like shit right now. It looks like shit. There's so much stuff in it. I don't even know what's in there, honestly. It's like the drawer where I just like, I don't know where this belongs, throw it here. I don't know why we always have one, but we do. So it can be as simple as that. Somebody here needs to clean out your closet. All right, I'm cleaning out my closet. Yeah. Somebody here I said, I'm sorry, Mom. Maybe you're having issues with your mom. Okay. The Hierophant here. You could have Taurus in your chart. You don't have to. But there's something here about being like devoted and dedicated to a spiritual practice. And part of spiritual practice is hygiene, right? Spiritual hygiene is like our homes are an extension of us. So typically, like when we've got a lot going on and we hide things in the closet, like and our closets are just a fucking mess, it's because we've got a lot that we're hiding within ourselves. We can close the door and like lock it away and nobody will see it, but they can still be around our house, right? So it's like that internalized stuff that needs to be organized, whether it's physically or spiritually. In this case, both. Someone is projecting energies onto you. Messages about this. The Wheel of Fortune. Ooh. And the World card. Isn't it funny how individuals will not know you at all, but they still feel entitled? I feel like this is talking to somebody who you share in your life online. Now, the person that's projecting energies onto you, they don't actually physically know you. Maybe they've talked to you a few times online, like the picture here and there, maybe your Facebook friends or something, right? There's such a thing as parasocial dynamics, all right? And it frustrates people because they feel like they know you, but they don't actually know you. They don't know a single thing about you. They know what you have shared, but they don't know your heart. They don't know you. And that's what I'm getting here, okay, with this. Now, there's going to be a time and a season. Yeah, the Emperor card in the reverse. It could be an Aries that's projecting onto you, a father figure, a boss, okay? It's somebody who wants to dominate. They want more power than you. Knight of Wands, and they're being very reckless, very flighty with the Seven of Pentacles here, but they're wasting their time. Yes, Seven of Swords in the reverse, and they're using escapism to bypass like some sort of truth, all right? The Page of Cups here. This person could be very young, or they're younger than you. All right, Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Spirit's asking you to release and let go of the opinions of other individuals, of immature individuals. They don't have the maturity or the consciousness to understand you. King of Cups in the reverse. And it's like they're distorting your trust within yourself. But the thing is it comes from a place of distrust within themselves. Their own spirit is so, it wavers, it oscillates between like trust and not trust, trust and paranoia. They don't have temperance there. There's no balance there. And so because there's no balance there, they project their paranoia, their stuff onto you. Or Nine of Wands in the reverse. Okay, victim mentality, temperance. I told you, temperance card in the reverse. And the Three of Cups here. Like I said, there's no temperance. They don't have temperance. Three of Swords here. So it's like they want you to take on their pain, their burdens, and things that go unresolved within them. All right? Five of Pentacles. Because they are spiritually bypassing the actual work that they need to do. It's exactly what I've already read to you. I'll read it one more time real quick. Not the full thing, but just, what I wrote for you guys. All right, just because somebody hands you their emotional baggage doesn't mean you're obligated to carry it. Compassion does not require self-sacrifice. Empathy does not mean abandonment of self. And love, real love, does not come with the demand that you bleed for another person's healing. All right? You are not here to be a container for what someone else refuses to process or heal within themselves. When people project their pain or insecurities and unresolved wounds onto you, it says more about their internal state than it ever will about your worth. You do not need to make yourself smaller, quieter, or more accommodating to ease somebody else's discomfort within their own reflection. And that's what this is doing. They want you to ease their own discomfort within the reflection with the Seven of Swords in the reverse right here. Okay, Seven of Swords in the reverse is spiritual bypassing. So somebody is bypassing. They're using escapism to get away from this energy by projecting it onto you and making you carry it. All right, you got to take off the rose-colored glasses. Sometimes it's not good that you see the best in everyone. I recognize that that's purity of your heart and your intentions, and I think that is beautiful of you. But it's not wise of you, and there's a difference. You can be beautiful and wise simultaneously, and that's going to require a reassessment of your boundaries. That's going to require you in this Ragnarok energy of you, again, dismantling and upholding boundaries and self-respect, okay? Even if that means not appeasing everybody else around you, okay? As I shuffle this out, yeah, we've got somebody's minding your business. I'll hold it up in just a second here. Someone's minding your business, and you're about to be celebrated. Something that you create is going viral. So, for those of you guys that work online, okay, in any type of way, maybe you're posting things, treasure chest, you have an idea that you should act on. Again, it's going to go viral. There's something here that you're meant to do that's going to really take off, okay, for you. So I love that for you. Don't play small though, because playing small, it's going to minimize the greatness that is your birthright. All right, let's move forward here. Finances and career. Messages, please, for Cancers. Oh my gosh, finances, career. What do they need to do? No, I bent my card. Don't bend over backwards for other people, okay? Title of your reading, right? Messages, please, for Cancers in regards to their finances and career. Nice. Good start. Jealous coworker. Love to see it. Messages, please. We have watch. It's time to profit. Divine timing. Seize the moment. And you have home based. Okay. Overall energy is book. There's some sort of significant contract here that you could be coming into. Some of you guys might be going back to school. Some of you guys can be dealing with like law as well. I just feel like that's contractual in some sort of way. There's a contract that's coming up, okay? Some of you guys are just learning as you go. Pay attention to significant paperwork that's due around this time. And then right behind that, you have gift and you have foresight behind that. So this is all about paying attention to things that they're, to ensure that they're creating wealth for the future, and also discovering new talents that will lead to new opportunities and use opportunities that are arise, okay? The thing is you, I feel this spiritually also for some of you guys, there's like a spiritual contract and you have a mission like to uphold. Essentially, you have a position that you're meant to be in. Okay, some of you guys could be offered a contract at work as well, but I was just kind of getting that for some of you guys. All right, tell me about this jealous coworker. What's going on with this? Thank you. 3 of Swords, 6 of Cups, and the Temperance in reverse. Could be a Sagittarius, doesn't have to be. You could have Sagittarius in your chart. This person wants to cause you pain, okay? They want you to just disappear is what I keep hearing, okay? Well, I'm hearing something else. I don't know why I'm hearing it, but I am. I'm hearing just DIE already. And I know that's like triggering to hear. Yeah, 6 of Swords. But the thing is, that's not what's meant to happen. And I feel like that's part of the spiritual contract, where it's just like somebody just like hates you for no reason. 6 of Cups is in the reverse. It could be a past life, though. That's the reason. Okay. This person's very imbalanced. Very, very imbalanced. Yeah. Page of Cups in the reverse. They're very immature. And they're not subtle about it either. I just heard Hierophant here. Spirit has stepped in on your behalf, okay? I feel like you're very dedicated, you're very traditional, and you are adhering to whatever contract that you are aligned to right now. Tell me about watch. It's time to profit, divine timing, and seize the moment. What is this in regards to? 6 of Wands in the upright. You're about to go through major success, a public victory. Okay, 8 of Wands here. It's been delayed, but it is coming in for you. Hi, Tracy. Oh, a public victory, genuinely. You'd have Leo in your chart, but you don't have to. The Sun card, though, it's happiness, it's success. There is success coming in for you. Cancers. Magician. Regardless of what somebody did to try and stop it, it's like somebody here took the opportunity to try and like stop your success. 9 of Wands in reverse, but you're resilient. Tell me about home base. Some of you guys, okay, are going to be changing your environment. You could be moving here. That could be the contract. Maybe you're signing a new condo, a new lease for a home or something like that. You could be moving your business, you know, purchasing a new property, okay, for you to kind of like open your business. Like maybe you're moving something bigger or smaller, whatever it is for you. Some of you guys just simply work from home. Messages, please, about home-based. Okay, we have the Hermit card in the reverse. Virgo energy. 4 swords. You're anxious about this. The Empress card and the 9 of Cups. Whew. Spirit has your back, baby. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't feel like your current environment or wherever you're at is good for you, and it's like a spiritual move. Like, yes, it's going to be physical, but like spiritually, it's going to release you of all the energy in the walls. I'm hearing the walls talk. Okay, writing on the walls. There's writing on the walls. This is all alluding to something much deeper, and I don't know what it means, and it's not for me to know what it means. Okay, Queen of Pentacles, a very grounded, practical, good energy. All right, but there's something here where it's like Nine of Cups and the Empress. Like, this move is going to bring to you the growth and the wish fulfillment that you've been waiting for a very long time. Okay, and it's very, I see you being very practical. Ten of Swords in reverse. Yeah, it's going to relieve a lot of like burdens here. Ten of Swords, the Star card, and bring in that wish fulfillment. Like I said, it's like fated for you to move. Fated for you to change your environment. So maybe you don't want to move your business location, and you're like, but I've been here and all my customers know where I work, you know, it's time for you to move. Maybe you don't want to change what platform you're currently working on, but you're like, everybody knows me here. The ones that are loyal to you, they're going to move with you. I started on Facebook years ago, okay, and because all my Facebook subscribers, I like instantly had like 10,000 subscribers on YouTube or whatever. I had a good start, but that's because people followed me over to YouTube, you know? And so don't be afraid. Like, I don't know, this changing your home could also be, again, changing your business or just moving. Simply like you're in a place, you love it. You're like, I look over the ocean where I'm at right now. Okay, right. But, you know, the walls talk, writing on the walls. There's something there's an energy in like the building or where you're living now that isn't good for you, and that's why it's like time for you to move. Okay, our walls in our homes absorb energy, and that's what people don't like get. That's how you know, different types of like thought form entities are created. Is the energy forms in the home and in the walls, and then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, right? So while it may not feel like something that you want to do, I think it's something that's going to be wonderful for you. Tell me about book, paperwork, contracts. Some of you guys could be an author. Okay, ooh, Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Some of you guys might need to break a contract. Eight of Cups here. Yeah, you might need to break a contract a little bit early or break a lease. Eight of Swords in the reverse, not Ten of Swords in the reverse. You're learning something new through this. Ten of Wands. Something that was like a burden, you need to break something that is a burden you. It's about releasing something. Okay, so let's say like you're sharing a home with like an ex still. You know how like people do that these days because shit, it's expensive out there. I get you, I feel you, no judgment. But you might be sharing a home with like an ex or something like that. Break the lease. Don't sit there and torture yourself and them by staying in that environment when you know it's not healthy for you. All right, break the lease, go for it. I feel like you're going to be supported. The money that you need that you feel like isn't there right now, it's going to be there, okay? Or it's like a business partnership or something like that. Like it's your spirit's asking you to let it go and know that the money will come in. The Moon card, yeah. But there's like something like that you're kind of creating. It's like you're thinking worst case scenario, and it's creating this distortion, okay, of energies. Exactly. King of Wands, Spirit saying to take action, inspired action. Queen of Swords here. You know what to do, and yeah, I see that it's going to be, you're making the right decision here, okay? Very interesting energies. I feel like that was like 3 different readings for career and work in one. Or is this all in the same place? But you're calling your power back to you, okay? Some of you guys could be dealing with like court in some sort of way as well. If they're dealing with court, what is this in regards to, please? Knight of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. Money that's owed to you, Nine of Cups, and you're gonna get it. Okay, I don't I think that it's important for you to not play small and be challenged. If there's somebody here, I'm getting this energy also of like, you know how people don't want it to go to court, so they just have you settle outside of court? Don't settle outside of court. You're going to get way more by going to court. It's going to go in your favor. So, light bulb, yeah. Lucrative ideas, new income source, inspiration, entrepreneur, new job, creative work, okay? As I'm shuffling this deck out. So a lot of you guys are taking yourselves out of this like competitive or where people like want to overpower you, they're jealous of you, etc., and they're putting you into like this new arena of your own making. Butterfly is also here, sudden change, okay? Movement, fun work, yeah. Temporary job, possibly for some of you guys, where it's like something temporary turns into something long term. But whatever it is, right now you're overworked and you're underappreciated with what you're putting in. Okay, so it's time to move energetically. It could be the walls at your work, your current job, even. So it's like, hey, let's let go of this job. Let's go in a new direction. Do it practically, though, of course. You know. Messages, please, for Cancers in regards to matters of their heart and their love life. Okay, we've got not enough. Keys on a ring. And stabbed in the back. The Grim Reaper. Yeah, somebody here is in a relationship here. Okay. This person tried to make you feel like everything was your fault. It's your problem. It's your fault. And I don't think that's grounded in reality or truth at all. Spirit's really asking you to kind of keep your options open. I feel like somebody here has had, somebody that you were dealing with has had like a wandering eye. All right. If you guys have not ended this relationship already, I do see this ending. Tell me about not enough. Somebody could be very jealous. You could be dealing with a Virgo. You get a Virgo in your chart. But it's, again, somebody's trying to make you carry the burdens here. Yeah, and I feel like you're just being very practical. Like, what you're asking for is actually bare minimum. Spirit's saying, like, what you've been asking for, bare minimum. You deserve way more. Queen of Swords and the Four of Wands. Yeah, and it's just like you feel like no matter what you ask, like it's too much. Like, for example, if you're like, oh yeah, I really need to process this, and your partner's like, absolutely not. We're not talking about that. Da da da. I don't want to talk about that. You know, that's not a safe person to be around. It's just not. You know, and I feel like you need to know that. Keys on a ring. We have King of Cups in the reverse and the Magician. Eight of Swords in the reverse. I don't know who your spirit guide is, but they're trying to remind you, like, people are a dime a dozen. And I know that you genuinely care about this person, but I don't think that it's reciprocated. Not in a way that you deserve. And it's like they're making you distrust yourself and your own intuition and what you feel. And that's just, again, not a safe space to be in. Tell me about stabbed in the back. Queen of Cups. And the Grim Reaper. Clarify the Grim Reaper. Clarify the Grim Reaper, please. Thank you. Three of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. You could have been in this relationship for a long time. In this connection. It doesn't have to be romantic. I mean, you take it as it resonates for you, right? I feel like you and this person were once on the same page, but you never really were. And there was like red flags that you kind of ignored along the way. With this, and that's okay. You know, we make up excuses, and you're like, oh, they'll change, they'll evolve, and that's really not a big deal. It's something I can live with until it's not something that you can actually live with, and that's what I feel like is happening here. Okay, with the Queen of Cups, I feel like you're a very loving person. You're actually a people pleaser. The Queen of Cups is a people pleaser, and with the King of Cups in the reverse and the Magician, this is emotional manipulation. So somebody here is like emotionally manipulating you. They're kind of stringing you along, telling you what you need to hear versus actually showing up and showing out those actions. So for example, yeah, I'll change, I'll do this, right? And then their actions say otherwise. Or, yeah, I won't go out and party with the guys anymore. And then what do? Well, it's the weekend. What do you want? What do you expect from me? It's the weekend. I didn't say on the weekends I wouldn't do that. You know what I mean? And they leave you home, take care of all 500 kids, and be that old lady in a shoe or old man in a shoe, and the girls do. It doesn't matter. The tree that you're dating is doing this, okay? It's that type of energy here. It's like there's just so much emotional manipulation where somebody's like making everything your fault. It's all your problem. If you didn't do this, if you didn't do that. And they're very good at making a case. I'm going to be honest here. This person's very convincing. But they're conniving as well. And you put a lot of time, energy, and work in this, or you saw this like going somewhere else, okay? This is giving you a lot of anxiety. You're really overthinking at this point in time here, and it's breaking your heart, and this person is going to break your heart. There could even potentially be a third-party situation where you thought, you're like, I feel like this person's cheating on me, and then they've been cheating on you for a long time or something like that, okay? Or there is another person here. Tell me about the Three of Swords. The Moon card in the reverse. Yeah, the truth is coming out. You're going to find the truth out. Five of Pentacles here. And the truth is going to hurt, unfortunately. It's going to suck here. All right? Two of Pentacles. You're going to find out somebody was juggling like you and another person. They had other options. So Hierophant in the reverse. They weren't loyal to your connection or your relationship. Okay? The Lover's card here. Yeah. And it's like they don't want to communicate or be honest about that. Four of Pentacles here. Like when you bring it up to them, they're not going to be honest with you at all. They're going to hold back. They have the opportunity. Like, you bring it up to them and you're like, hey, just tell me. I just need to know. And they're still going to, like, I don't know, take the back door. Like, not literally take the back door, but they're not going to be direct with their honesty. It's a very, Wheel of Fortune reverse. It's going to be, like, a really indirect way that they're going to say it to you. Seven of Wands in the reverse, which is going to make you feel like even worse, because you're gonna be like, damn, I don't, like, this person doesn't even respect me. It's not that they don't respect you. And in fact, they might even try turning it around and being like, well, I just didn't feel safe enough to tell you because you always freak out. That's even the worst. Like, as if your feelings and opinions don't matter and they're not valid. Like, bro, get the pitchfork in the entire village and... I'm just kidding. Just kidding, I'm sorry. But seriously, though. Let's see. Yeah, Six of Pentacles in the reverse. This person's breadcrumbing you. They're going to get... No, Seven of Swords. They're using escapism. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Trust your intuition, babies. And don't people please. You don't know this person's shit. I don't care how long you've been with them. If you guys have 500 kids together, all right, it does not matter. You don't owe this person anything. You really don't. They owe you decency. As a human, as a partner, as somebody that they created with. Yeah. And in fact, they're taking advantage of your empathy. Okay? We have a self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship and love bombing. All right? Where it's like they're there, then they're not there. And that's the thing. That love bombing is breadcrumbing. Because what they do is they bomb you, they give you a bunch of stuff, right? Or whatever it is, tension, love, whatever. And then they slowly take it away one by one. Until you have nothing and you're starving. And what are you starving for? Their love, their attention. They know exactly what they're doing. And you deserve somebody who's more stable, who can provide for you in a different way. All right? So I do feel like this is going to be a painful ending that's coming in for whoever this resonates for. But rightfully so. I think that it's something that you deserve. I'm sorry, you don't deserve this painful ending. I think that you deserve better. So that's why I was saying, like, rightfully so. Like, I think that you deserve better, and I think it's something that they deserve. They don't deserve you. Okay, they deserve all the other bullshit that they're putting out. You know, they deserve something that can match that energy and teach them that karmic lesson. You deserve to protect your peace. You deserve genuine apologies, and you deserve new beginnings. And Eight of Pentacles here. And I really feel like the more work that you put in to making sure that that is a viable option, you know, the better it's going to be for you. Two of Cups here, and you will attract that type of relationship. Okay, let's close out this reading here. Messages, please. You will get a blessing soon. Yeah, the divine has gifts for you. They really do. They've got a lot in store for you here, so trust this process. Messages, please, for Cancers. closing out this reading. What do we got? You are a pure soul. Sitting here wondering why I people please. And Chat GPT SL. Do you use Chat GPT like that? I like to use it sometimes, but yeah. Okay, you are a pure soul, good intentions. You've got good intentions here, okay? And karmic justice. Yes. Balance and restoration is coming. Again, there's a lot of people projecting onto you. We have trust your intuition on this. Listen, what did I tell you like during the love portion of the reading? I literally said, listen to your intuition. Like somebody's going to try to like gaslight you out of it, or you're going to find out that something that you were thinking is true. Okay? Messages, please, for Cancer. I almost said Aquarius. Either you have Aquarius in your chart or you could be dealing with an Aquarius. You are meant to help somebody else this week, Earth Angel. Be mindful of that. This situation is already taken care of. And you give so selflessly, it's your turn to receive. Bottom of the deck, this relationship is bad for you. Oh my goodness. You just dropped the T. Oh no. I'm sorry, that sucks. Sending love to your sister, man. I hope that, yeah, she gets out of that situation. This relationship is bad for you. Yeah, it's a bad relationship. Top of the deck here, fertile energy. Start that project. Like there's something new coming in. And listen to high vibrational music is the overall. Cancers, that is what I've got for you guys. I hope this gives love, clarity, and help to those in need of it. Don't be afraid of these destruction, these endings, because again, it's just birthing the new beginning here. You're not meant to carry the weight of everyone else's burdens and opinions and all this other crap. You're worthy, you are deserving, you are lovable, and I'll remind you as many times as you need, okay? All right, don't forget to like this reading, leave me a little comment below, a heart emoji, anything, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, Cancers.